Early in the morning of December 18, the Train Time video team arrived at the Wiscasset, Waterville, and Farmington Railway to film its annual Victorian Christmas event. The WW&F sponsors this annual event as a thank you to the public which supports the railway. The Harry Percival home with the train depicted on the roof is now being used by the WW&F volunteers. Mr. Percival started the renovation of the railroad on its original right-of-way, which went by his home in Ulna. Steam engine number 10 is a 1904 product of the Vulcan Iron Works in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, and is used for the Victorian Christmas train rides. Number 10 was originally built as a 30-inch gauge locomotive for a sugar plantation in Louisiana. In the early 1960s, it was regauged at the Boston and Maine Billerica shops for use at the 2-foot gauge Edaville Railroad. The WW&F purchased the locomotive in 1999 and gave it an extensive overhaul. The railroad was originally called the Wiscasset in Quebec, but it never reached Quebec. Eventually, it became Wiscasset, Waterville, and Farmington, but it never reached Waterville or Farmington either. Its 50 miles of track reached only as far as Winslow and didn't cross the Kennebec River into Waterville. As the last 2-foot main railroad to be built, it survived until the 1930s Depression. Train rides for the guests are free, and there are refreshments in the museum.
That in the sunlight. Yeah, I know. That's what I don't like about it. Sorry, I stepped right in front of it. No, that's all. That's all. Headed it out.
The Yellow Engine House is a smaller replica of the original engine house, which was located in Wiscasset. The train crew pulls out passenger coach number 3, which was built in 1894 and is the only surviving Wiscasset and Quebec coach. Coach number 3 was sold to the Bridgeton and Saco River in 1909 and made its way to Edaville in the 1940s. In the 1990s, it was brought back to Maine by the Maine Narrow Gauge Museum in Portland. The water tower was built in 2008. It is typical of the water towers built by the WW&F. The water tank was enclosed so that it could be heated in the cold Maine winters and keep the water from freezing. Coach number 3 is coupled to coach number 8 for the first trip of the day. By the time the crew had the train ready to leave for its first trip, there were more people ready to take the ride than the train could handle. There are a large number of volunteers who help run the railroad. They come from all around New England. Twice a year, about 75 volunteers come to work on the railroad by clearing trees, building structures, creating road bed, laying ties and track, and ballasting the road bed to secure the track.
That's where the other train would lock onto.
Well done. You want to get down and look?
No, it's called the neck real hard.
Look at this over here.
While the first run of the day headed to Alden Center, those left behind were given tours of the car barn and workshop.
Pretty cool.
This is a new boiler for it. Those wheels are from it. This cab is from it. Come over here. This frame is from it. And then the boiler out there is if you look out through the window, there's a boiler out there. That's from it.
The Boothbay Railroad Museum has completed rebuilding the boiler of locomotive number 9. It was built by the Portland Company in 1891 for the Sandy River Railroad.
And this is a multi-year restoration process.
Number 9 came to the Wiscasset, Waterville, and Farmington in 1933 and made only a few trips before a broken axle was discovered. It was taken out of service and bought by a family in West Thompson, Connecticut, and left in a barn for about 60 years. Harry Percival found out about it, acquired it, and brought it back to Maine.
We actually have a metal one arm specifically made that you put like the Sandy River one.
Relax, honey. You are okay.
Look at that frame.
See?
Look at that frame.
Yes, I know.
Wiscasset, Waterville, and Farmington member Leon Weeks agreed to build this rail car based on one constructed by the Sandy River and Rangeley Lakes Railroad in 1925. For the past 5 years, Mr. Weeks built the car from the frame up. Leon built the beautifully forged steel cowcatcher and permanently mounted rear-end taillight markers. The rail car has a 1923 Ford Model T engine and transmission. This is a first-class construction project with special attention paid to every detail. The rail car has its own built-in turntable that allows the car to be turned on any rail crossing. After 5 years of construction and help from other museum members, Leon and his wife Dot decided to donate their investment in the rail car to the museum.
That is a beautiful thing. I love the rail car.
Free wagon rides are available to the visitors after they reach Alna Center. Norwegian forge horses are used to pull the wagon full of riders.
They kind of waste back to you.
A bonfire helps keep visitors warm while they wait for the next ride.
Really cold.
After the locomotive runs around the train, it is coupled to the coaches for its return trip to Sheepscot.
I think I gotta center forward. I think I've gotta think
$7 bag.
50 bags of salad. It's there, but I'm gonna have to go the other way to rake the fire off. Cleared the platform, just right. All right.
It's like a pellet stove. Everybody comes.
As the train returns to Sheepscott, there's a large crowd waiting for the next ride. Engine number 10 is oiled before the next trip. The ashes are dropped into the small ash pit created between two rails and lined with steel plates. The engine is moved to the other end of the train and is ready for passengers to load. Rider volunteers to clean out the ash pit so it will be available the next time it's needed. We hope you enjoyed this presentation of the Victorian Christmas at the Wiscasset, Waterville, and Farmington's 2-foot narrow gauge railroad. Thank you for watching.